Okay, so y'all, social media is fake. All of this stuff, because I just be noticing how these black content creators come out with these little stories every other day about people, you know what I'm saying, talking about these content creators who nobody's never heard of. And they all seem to pounce on a story at the exact same time, which is very weird and odd. Like, y'all don't think it's suspicious how, these content creators are all pouncing on the same story at the same time? Like, they all know about these stories going viral at the same time and talking about it at the exact same time. It just don't make any sense. And they all have the same talking head narrative with every story. Like, anytime a conversation happens, it literally happens with the same storyline, or the same reaction by all of the content creators. Like, they commentary about whoever the person is, whatever the story is always very consistent and very similar to each other. So, like, with this whole MJ Gray thing, who the fuck is MJ Gray? You have these black women talking about this MJ Gray social media person, and it's black women talking about this white girl, and I'm like, how the fuck do y'all even know who this white female is? Like, why would you? Okay, number one of the content creators who was talking about this MJ Gray woman, she talks about patriarchy and stuff on her channel, right? That's our main content, is talking about sexism and misogyny, right? So I'm trying to understand, how when the hell did she even come across a person like MJ Gray? Like, how did she come across that content? Like, why would you be watching a channel or a content from a white woman who's clearly white, who's clearly a part of white supremacy and part of patriarchy, and I mean, she benefits from patriarchy? Why would you be watching her content? It don't make any logical sense, because it's like, why would you be listening to her? Like, is that content that you would even be interested in? You already know she's a white woman and she benefits from white privilege. Why would she be against patriarchy? Why are these black women pretending like they don't know that white women support patriarchy, is what I'm trying to understand. Like, they speak about these white women, they so far up their ass and in their business. That's another thing. Like, I don't trust black women who fangirl over white women, period. If I come across a black woman's channel and she's always talking about white women, I'm immediately, I tune out, and I don't really care for her content, because I know that she's weird at that point. Like, something's not clicking upstairs. Why are you such a fan of white women? Like, why are you watching their content? If you're an intelligent black woman, you know what they're about. Like, if you're not gonna watch their content with the understanding that they're not, I mean, they're white supremacists, like, they're white women, they benefit from white privilege, most of their content really don't have nothing to do with you as a black woman. It's not even for you. I don't think most of their content is even for black women. Like, they're not doing content for black women. I don't know why black women are speaking on white women who never targeted any of their messaging, any of their content to black women. Because you have these black women making content about this white girl who is a content creator, who was supposedly, because this is what these black women are saying, they're saying that she was a content creator making content about being anti-male and anti-marriage, and now she's engaged, and now people are upset because she's engaged, and they feel like she's a hypocrite for speaking against marriage and being with a man, and then now being engaged. And I'm like, why do black women care? Like, why are black women watching why are you fangirling over white women? Why are y'all doing that? In light of the election, Donald Trump and this MAGA shit, why are y'all watching white women? That's the real question. Like any black woman listening to these black women fangirl over white women and obsessed with their content, you know what I'm saying, obsessing over their content and their mentality is and I don't know, behavior or whatever. I just don't understand why black women are not having an issue with other black women watching white women's content and picking it apart, especially about something like dating men. You don't know that they benefit from white privilege, something that you don't benefit from. It's like black women think they're white. Not all black women, but a lot of the black women on social media believe that they're white. They believe that white women and them are the same and they on equal footing because they watch white women as if they are watching a person on equal footing with them. And it's like, no, you're not on equal footing with them. And as a matter of fact, all of the black women who are calling MJ Gray, this white female content creator, fake, those black women are fake. Because they're not living the lifestyle that they're promoting on their channels either. Like all of these black women who talk about hypergamy and dating up and dating rich men and stuff, they're not doing it either. So are they hypocrites? They just like the MJ Gray lady. Like if she's a hypocrite, those black women are hypocrites too. Because if you don't have a white husband and you're not living a soft, life and you're promoting that on your channel, how are you not a hypocrite? There's a lot of black women who preach hypergamy on social media and they're not living a hypergamous lifestyle at all. You don't see these people. You can't see their face. You don't see their, they admit on their channels that they're not married and they're not in a relationship. But yet they spend all of their time, on social media making money off of promoting hypergamy to black women of all people. How the fuck are you promoting hypergamy to black women is what I don't get. And how is that not hypocritical? If you're not living a hypergamous lifestyle, you shouldn't be promoting a hypergamous lifestyle to your following. You're being deceptive. If you can't even find a high value man, a high earning man, then how can you promote it to your followers? It don't make any sense. You should be promoting things that you are experiencing in your everyday life. Because if you don't have no experience with the things that you're talking about, that makes you a hypocrite. A lot of the black women who are talking junk about this MJ Gray lady, they too are hypocrites. They sit and watch white women and fan over white women's lifestyles. Meanwhile, they're not living a white woman's lifestyle. But they want their following to believe that they're living a white woman's lifestyle. All of the black women who talk about hypergamy, all of the black women who are in relationships and brag about their relationships online, they're not living no life like a white woman in a relationship. They're not living a white, privileged relationship lifestyle. Because what black women experience in relationships is entirely different than what other races of women experience in relationships. Black women statistically are not dating hypergamously. They're not. They're not doing it. That's not what the stats are saying. It don't matter what demographic black women date. Black women are usually the breadwinners or they're high earning in those relationships, meaning that they're not poor and then dating a rich man. They're more so dating a man on equal footing with them financially, where they both make the same amount of money. So no man is dating black women when black women are poor. No high earning males in general are dating poor black women. That's what I meant to say. This is a fact, and it's going to stay like that. It's going to stay a fact. It's not going to change. These males don't fuck with y'all when they have money. So when you're following a white supremacist female, hoping to look at her lifestyle or whatever and copy her lifestyle or have the type of lifestyle she has, it's not possible for you. You cannot live a white privileged lifestyle as a black woman. You just cannot. You're black. Your dynamic will be different than hers. White women can be trad wives and, practice hypergamy. Black women cannot. There's no historical data. There's no evidence that black women can date hypergamistically. I know I'm probably saying that wrong, but there's no evidence to support that. This is a fantasy in black women's mind. When black women talk about hypergamy, it's a fantasy in their minds. These women are living vicariously through white women. They want to be white women. And they're never going to be a white woman. That's why it's just best not to even look at that type of content, because it's bullshit. It's very pathetic to look at someone's lifestyle and drool over their lifestyle and just watch them and gawk at them, wishing that you had a lifestyle like that when you don't and can't get a lifestyle like that. Like, it's better to be more realistic about your life, your position, your status in the world than fantasizing through a white woman, a white supremacist woman. In my eyes, in my opinion, I would never watch a white woman talk about literally anything. I don't even really care what it is. I don't care if she's talking about hypergamy or she's speaking against hypergamy. I just don't listen to them, period, because they're white and their whole life experience is entirely different than mine. I mean, whenever I watch white women, it's for entertainment purposes. Maybe they're talking about politics or pop culture or something like that. But when it comes to dating and shit, I would never listen to them. Why would I listen to that shit? Her, whatever advice that she gives, whatever she's even talking about, I'm not going to relate to nothing that she's talking about. Black women cannot relate to white women on that kind of level at all. Period. You might have, you have those type of, them sector of black women who always are around the white community, who are always, who are raised around white people and were raised around white women. You have a few of them, and them little pockets of white, black people who hang around white, socialized around white people. You have that sector, but it's very far and few in between. It's very small minorities of those type of black people who even exist. And you might see them with white people, but they're not living white people's lives, even though they're around white people. They're like a buffer to the white people. Like, they're a buffer. They're not one of them. They think they're one of them, but they're not. That's why I told y'all, you remember when I was doing a live and I was talking about the token Negroes on movies. Like, how the white people on their movies, they always have a token Negro, like one black best friend, the black person and usually if it's a female, she's always single, kind of unattractive, and a buffer to that white character. That's real. That's really how it is. Like, that's that buffer black person I'm talking about. They usually don't even have a lot of black friends or a lot of black associates. It's usually a few black people they associate with in their little inner circle, and that's it. And those type of black people are buffers. They're not white people. They're black people who are socialized around white people. They think that they're white. They think that they are connected to the white community, but they're not really. The white people know that they're black, and they treat them like they're black. So that's it. That's the only type of black people who exist, who are around white people, who are social, socialized around white people. That's the only type. And those type of black women in particular do not end up dating hypergamously. They usually um end up getting a good education and making money, and then being with being in a relationship with somebody to make the equal amount of money. Or if they end up dating their own people, they end up dating down. They end up dating a man that make way less than them. That's a statistical fact. They're never in no hypergamous relationship where her husband or boyfriend or whatever makes significantly more money than she does. That doesn't happen. Sorry, it never happens. So that's just what it is. Okay, it's in the fucking numbers. It's literally in the data. You can look this stuff up. Like, it's a reason why they say most educated black women can't find suitable mates. That's a statistic. So if you were dating hypergamously, as black women, then it would be reflective in numbers, especially among educated black women. They wouldn't have no problem finding a date. But what you find is a lot of black women advocating and encouraging interracial dating in their space. You don't see it really prevalent. You just see a lot of encouragement of it. That's why. Okay? But black women are not dating hypergamously. Even when they're advocating for black women to date out, that's not no hypergamous situation. It's not. Like, that's not no dating hypergamous, hypergamously. That's not a dating situation like that. Usually those black women are dating on their level. So how is it hypergamous, hypergamous dating if you're dating somebody to make the same amount of money as you? So black women, what we need to understand at this point is that social media is fake, and most of these black women online, I'm gonna say pretty much all of them, because the black women who are real and who are real people who are having realistic discussions, they're not being seen, they're not being shown, they're not being advertised by the platform. It's just the talking heads. These black women are fake, and they're putting out propaganda. And what they're doing is they're trying to make you buy into patriarchy. That's all they're doing. And they're trying to make you buy into it. They trying to make you believe in dating up and dating a great man who makes a lot of money. Because if they get you to buy into that shit, you'll keep dating these males and procreating with these males and marrying these trash males, and you'll keep having these kids. It's all to baby trap you, because when you try to practice hypergamy and you try to copy white women's dating habits and lifestyle, you end up being in poverty. You end up having all these kids, and you end up being a Jimmy slave to those kids, and end up having to take care of them alone. This is a fact. So clearly these trolls on the internet know that that's what's going to become of you if you try to date hypergamously, and date, to marry. They know what's going to happen. They're trying to trick you. And they're trying to get you to buy into patriarchy. That's all it is. They don't want you black women to be anti-patriarchy and anti-male. So they're trying to convince you not to be that way. That's all it is. Propaganda. Because nobody knows who this MJ Gray lady is. Nobody knows who the fuck that is. I don't really think the average black woman is following this woman. For a black woman to be talking about this MJ Gray lady as if it's a whole bunch of black women who are fans of hers, is a crock of bull crap, because I'm pretty sure the average black woman does not even know who she is. So it's really suspicious that black women will be talking about her on their platforms. Like it's a big deal. Like it's something that black women need to be aware of. Why the hell would we need to be aware of some random white woman making content about not dating men and then getting engaged? Why would we care about that? Why would we as black women not understand that white women support patriarchy? Why would we not understand that after this last election with Donald Trump? Do we not get white women's stands at this point on patriarchy? Are we that stupid, or are we that uneducated where we don't know where white women stand with the whole uh, patriarchy conversation? Why would they be against patriarchy? They're the main beneficiaries of patriarchy. So why the hell would this white woman not get engaged? Why would we think that she wouldn't get engaged? What male is doing something? Why would she have a problem with men, period? Let's ask that question. Why would she have a problem with men where she's talking about not dating them and not procreating with them? Why would she even be saying something like that? Do white women really have a problem with men or patriarchy or sexism or misogyny? It don't really seem to me that they're suffering. They might have a problem with the attitude behind patriarchy or sexism or misogyny, like just all that women should, be barefoot and pregnant and blah blah blah. But that's not a real threat to them. That's just an attitude that diminishes them a little bit, but it's not a threat. They're not being threatened. They buy into patriarchy very easily. They don't. Why would they have a problem with it? All they have to do is have some kids and take care of the kids, and then the system will take care of them. That's not really a bad deal, if you ask me. Why would they be threatened by that? Why would they be threatened by just getting pregnant, having kids, and taking care of them and being taken care of and provided for? That's not bad. That's not dangerous. It's not a dangerous threat or situation. I'm not saying that they don't deal with male aggression or whatever. It's just not on the same level as black women, for sure. So I don't feel like patriarchy is really a threat to them. That's why white women think they're better than black women in the first place, is because they benefit from white privilege. Their whole mentality of black women being low class and being below them and beneath them and all that comes from them having white privilege. That's why they think the way they think. Why the hell would they be anti-male and anti-patriarchy? That's the whole reason why they get to act like they're better than other people. Think about it. Her growing up in the white neighborhood that she grew up in, her going to the school that she went to, her, being protected, defended, respected in society is all because she's white. So that's something to benefit from. White privilege is real. Why would she be against patriarchy that benefits her? Her male group benefits her. So why in the hell would she not want to get engaged? Why would she not want to have kids? Is that really going to ruin her life? Is that really going to ruin her position in society? Only thing she would be in fear of in that scenario would be some stretch marks and not really looking all that attractive anymore. But really, she don't even have to worry about that, because she can go get surgery, or she can go to the gym. She don't have a real threat on her back. She don't have no reason to hate white men. She has no reason to want to not get engaged. She is not going to become a slave. If she's with a well-off man, how's she going to be a slave? She can do whatever the fuck she wants. And white men know that. That's why white people run the system the way they do. That's why they shut every other group out of resources, out of jobs, out of wealth, out of money. They do that on purpose so they can be in a position of power, so they can be in a position of having all their needs met and not have to struggle. That's how they provide privilege to their community and to their women, is by stopping other people from having resources. That's how white supremacy operates. That's how the system operates. So, yeah, her male group understands what to do. They understand how to keep white women having their children. So, why would she ever have a problem with them? White males don't expect white women to have children in terrible conditions. They don't expect white women to have children in poverty, without any resources, in dangerous environments. White men don't encourage that. That's only encouraged to you black women. They only want you to have children for no apparent damn reason. They only believe you should be having children under any circumstances, which is what they're trying to promote. Y'all should really understand that. And y'all black women are sad and embarrassing for not understanding that, and for thinking it for a second that you could ever compete with a white woman and be living the lifestyle of a white woman when you're not white. Like, y'all need to get it through your head. Patriarchy is a scam. It literally only benefits white women, and that's it. And every other woman is trying to follow white women's standard or lifestyle or whatever. They're not benefiting. Okay? Because this whole system is set up for white people to benefit. This whole system is set up for white couples to benefit, being a coupling, being in a marriage and a relationship. This does not benefit any other group, especially not black women, because you are on the receiving end of white supremacy. I mean, you're not on the receiving end, but you're on the target end of white supremacy. So it's all targeted to mess you up. It's all targeted to keep you oppressed. It's all targeted to you to keep you from wealth building and having resources. That's the whole system design. So white women are the only ones who benefit from marriage and relationships. Yeah. Do we understand that by now, or are we not understanding that? You black women statistics don't reflect you benefiting from any relationships. All of these lies about if you get with a white man, you're more likely to be happy and be in a long term. That's bullshit. It's lies, honey. That's a damn lie. You're not happy with them males. They want you to think that shit. That's how white males can do whatever the fuck they want to when they in a relationship with a black woman, because you're under the belief that I'm living better, everything's better. It ain't no damn data that backs that shit up. Even if it's some data that says that when you get with a white man, you stay in a relationship longer, that don't mean, that's not indication of you being happy or in a functional relationship. That's indication of you not wanting to get out of it. And that might be because you don't want to face embarrassment, humiliation, or go through a rigorous or a terrible divorce or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might be more indication of that than you being happy with a white dude. Because white males are white supremacists at the end of the day. and they think you're inferior to them. So I don't think being in a relationship dynamic with a white fucking supremacist would ever be functional. How could that be a functional relationship? Do you really think that that race thing ain't gonna become an issue? You don't think he's better than you, and that you should be grateful that he's with you because he's white and you're black? You don't think they gonna act like that? Why wouldn't they? That's their whole point of getting in a damn relationship with a black woman in the first place. It's because he wants you to be his Jamami slave. All of these males want the same shit. They all want the same exact thing. White males are playing you by making you think that they don't want the same thing a Nigna wants, which is you to be a slave, which is for your ass to cook and clean, take care of his bummy ass, and all the other stuff that women are, especially black women, are expected to do in a relationship. If you really think getting with a white man is going to wipe all of this slate clean, you're crazy. That's not how it works at all. Hell yeah, white men are the same. They are the same in regard to them just being trash. Like that's how white men are the same because they're males. So what do you fucking think? You know what I'm saying, that you gonna get out of them that you ain't gonna get what you think you gonna get in general? What you think you about to get? Because you're not practicing hypergamy being with no white dude. Cleaning his little dirty ass up and dealing with his little peenie dick. You really think that that's what is that? I don't know why you think that that's any different than being with any other male. He's gonna want an ass on deck, no matter how trash his dick is, no matter how dirty he is, sloppy he is, lazy or whatever. He's gonna still expect you to do all of those duties that is women are expected to do when they married. So all the cooking and cleaning and taking care of them kids and working a job and paying bills and having sex when the hell you don't want to, he's gonna expect all of that. They are no different in that regard. Period. They just want you to believe this shit. That's why the hell they have these dumbass talking heads on social media to gas that shit up. To try to make you think, oh, the black man is, oh, he's this, he's that. Let me go find a white man, like you about to have some different ass shit. And that's the white men. They're really capitalizing off of that right now. They capitalizing off black women being that stupid. Cause they ain't doing nothing but making you their little Aunt Jemima slave, and it's easier for them to do it because you so damn dumb that you really believe that it's gonna be a different situation being married to them. So then they can make you Aunt Jemima, just make you happy and go and giddy about being a little damn Aunt Jemima. Cause you think just cause you got a white dude, it's funner to be an Aunt Jemima. Cause you ain't smart enough to understand being an Aunt Jemima is trash. Period. Like it's a bad deal, no matter if it's a white man or a black man. These white men are pathetic. They stalk my videos 24 hours a fucking day. This how pathetic they asses are. They desperate and thirsty as hell. They want black women to be their Aunt Jemima slaves so damn bad. Don't y'all realize that? They all over our content stalking our ass. They keep trying to use propaganda to influence our dating preferences. They keep doing it. This is an obsession that these white males have. They really trying to bond us to them. Y'all don't see that they doing that, especially if it's a black woman who is educated. They trying to literally have access to any woman who makes a good living, who earns money. This is what the fuck they're obsessed with black women for. All of the black women who are making money, who are smart, and who are competent, they want them on their side. So they know that black women are having a dating crisis and they're trying to exploit it. They're like, Before you decide to be a lesbian, or you decide to be celibate, or you decide to be whatever, against males, try a white man out. So then they can trap you with them. And it's only for the educated black women. That's who they targeting with this shit. They don't want, you know, LaQuisha who work at Walmart. They're not really targeting her. They more so targeting educated black women who are smart enough not to have any kids at this point. That's who they want to get. Because they want to stop her from having autonomy. They want to stop her from thinking like, oh, this shit is trash. I don't want to date anyone. I'm not having no fucking kids, and I'm just going to stack my money up, and no male is going to benefit from it. These males want to benefit from your labor. That's their main goal and objective. Even for white males, that's their goal and objective as well. They want to benefit from your labor. They don't care nothing about you. They want a slave. They want a woman who knows how to work, make money, and benefit them financially. That's it. That's it. If you don't believe that, then the only thing you gotta do is look it up. That's the only type of males you're getting. Don't you get it? No male wants to take care of you. Where's the males who want to date you and give you some money? Where they at? Please point them out. Where are the males who want to date you just to give you some money? Point them out, black women. Where are they? If they really feel this way, they dating because they like you and they want, to just date and benefit a black woman's life. Where are the men dating you who are rich, who are wealthy, or who are financially competent and able? Where are they dating you when you're poor, when you're just starting out, when you're just going to school? Where are they at? Please point them out. You're not going to point them out because they do not exist, and that's not no black woman's lifestyle. Period. That's because these males have no agenda and no they don't have no what is the word I'm looking for? The words just be flying right in my head. Just a basic word. But anyway, they definitely do not want to benefit you on any kind of damn level. Period. They don't want to. There ain't no proof of it. You don't have no evidence of it. All you black women end up doing is being their slaves. That's why these bitches are always calling you a hoe and a prostitute and a gold digger and shit. Because they don't want you to ever consider them benefiting you financially at all. This is how they think. That's why you get called a bitch and a hoe and a slut for wanting them to have money to give you. You see how they harass you or they degrade you and insult you because you want money from them? That's the proof right there that these males are looking for Aunt Jemima. I don't care about what they say because I don't want nothing to do with these pieces of shit. I'm not having any more kids, and I don't give a fuck about any of these dusty ass males, and I don't care about nothing. I only have one child to think about, and I don't care about nothing outside of that. So I'm free. I do whatever the hell I want. I'm not bound to no male children. I don't have to slave away from them for them because I'm their mom and I got trapped as their mom. I don't have to deal with none of that dumb shit. Really, their whole goal is that I really know that that's their whole goal. They want more males here. They want to reproduce themselves so they can continue patriarchy and the oppression of women. That's what these males exist for. So they really want to procreate themselves through women. So that's a really main goal, is them getting you pregnant with male offspring. And then they can trap you with those male offspring, and then they can run the fuck off and do whatever they want to. Look at how fucked up male nature and culture is right now. Like, look at how degenerate males are in society right now. They're not trying to fix that, right? So they're trying to entrap women with them children, with the male offspring, and then make you the sole responsible of, parent. And then they trick off and do whatever the fuck they want to. And then when those kids turn out jacked up, then they can just blame you as their mom. That's what they're trying to do. All of the males are doing it. You understand? Like, they all are doing it. They're all doing it. It ain't just black males. White males are doing that shit too. I mean, white males have white privilege. So, of course, their kids have more access to getting better jobs and being at better schools. That's the only benefit they're going to have. But other than that, you still going to be the sole parent and provider of those kids. I don't give a fuck what benefits, little perks you get through their white privilege. But you're still going to be the sole provider. They're not going to be with you. They're just trying to have kids right now. Like, if they gave a fuck about kids, black women, think about it, they wouldn't have voted for Donald Trump. If they cared about community and children, right, they wouldn't have never voted for that bastard. That would have been completely unacceptable. Like, understanding Trump's stands with women and all of that type of stuff, and with the economy and stuff like that, these males would have been adamantly against him if they cared about kids. So these are facts. They don't care about no kids. They're just trying to get women pregnant. See, that's why this little Peckerwood in here is talking about abortion. They just want kids to be born. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about no kids. They just want them to be born. And they want to force women to take care of them by themselves. That's their whole goal. You dumb as hell if you don't understand that. White people benefit from white privilege. So that's why they feel like they're in a better situation with having kids. You black women are not in that situation at all. When you have kids, it's an entirely different situation. And y'all know it. And you know why. Because of economics, you're double marginalized by race and gender. You can look at your stats and look at how much money you earn on average. You seen Donald Trump get all these black women fired from their jobs, affecting black women's income. You see how poor the black community is and how a lot of black people are working for no pay at this point. So you already know these bitches stands with black people. It's not rocket science. So the white man just wants you to be his fucking Aunt Jemima, and he wants your ass to be poor, impoverished, a destitute ass bitch, overachiever, destitute fucking worker slave, sitting here taking care of his white trash ass and them mutts by yourself. Do you really think that's not how they think? You over here slaving away, because you will be slaving away with a white man, working that job, working and trying to keep their little bum ass companies afloat, doing all that work just to make a decent living. Then you got to deal with a Peckerwood ass white man doing nothing, because that's what these males do. They don't do shit when they get off work. They nothing. All of that extra labor is your responsibility. So you're going to be helping them biracials with their damn homework. You're going to be doing their hair. You're going to be doing all of the damn emotional and mental care, and I'll keep it on the appointments. You're going to do all that shit. Being with a white man. It ain't going to be no damn difference at all. And then he just get the luxury of your black ass being so destitute. You think you done won a jackpot when literally you ain't nothing but his worker slave. Like, get out of here with that. So yeah, I'm not listening to these little beastly. I mean, they can keep running their mouth, bitch. You're nothing to me. I don't care nothing about what the hell you're talking about. That's why I only have one child, and that's all I'm having. So the more y'all fuck around, it's wonderful because the only thing you're doing is fucking around with the women who have multiple kids with you, bitches, and who are stuck with you. They're the only ones that's about to suffer in this situation. Period. They don't have nowhere for their kids to go. They have to pay top dollar for their kids to do anything, and they're never going to get the hell out of their house. That's slavery. So, boom, bitch. Won't be me, and there's nothing you roaches can do about it, you fucking hating ass bitches. Nothing you can do. But what you black women need to understand is, because that's what this conversation is really about, is that they're trying to trap you. They're trying to baby trap you, honey. Like white women are trying to baby trap you too. They're trying to make you like convince you to compete with them over having a soft white privileged life that you're never gonna have, and then in hopes that you keep messing with these males and end up pregnant and baby trapped. So these males are mad and salty because black women understand this propaganda, and we understand being with their rat asses is a scam, and they don't like that we know that it's a scam being with them. So they keep trying to use Becky because they think we give a flying f about Becky. They keep trying to use her as a tool for control over black women, like trying to get us to care about what she got going on and try to compete with her and try to fantasize about her lifestyle and trying to, they want us to, inspire to be a white woman and have a white woman's lifestyle. Like we too damn dumb to understand we're black and we're not white. And only white women benefit from males, and black women do not benefit from males. Never have, never the fuck will. That's why white women during slavery was in the house with the white slave master living her best life while the black Aunt Jemima slave took care of her fucking kids. Yeah. We understand how that dynamic went down. This bitch didn't have to worry about nothing because black woman was breastfeeding her kids and taking care of them. This bitch could literally tell the black nanny, mammy, to take the kids and get their asses out of the house right now. I don't feel like being bothered. I have a headache. I need to lay down and rest. The black mammy had to take care of them damn kids all day with no break. She couldn't tell the white bitch, here, bitch, these are your fucking kids. I don't want to deal with them today. No. She had to take care of them white ass kids and her little slave babies that she probably didn't even want. See, they doing that now. See, when you buy into that patriarchal bullshit, that's what you buying into. They're trying to trap you with all these kids and make you the sole provider of those kids and the caretaker of those damn kids. And it won't be soon. I mean, it will be soon when white women start trying to ask you to be their nanny again and shit. Oh, it's coming. That's why they trying to be cool with your ass in the first place. Because they want you to help raise their little biracial offspring. Whenever they get with an ignorant, they expect the black mammy to help. Cook for the kids. Buy things for the kids. Do their hair. All that shit. You know what it is. It's real. Okay? That's how they think. They've been thinking this way. Bitch, we're not helping with nothing. Like, we're not having any more kids, dumbass. And we're not helping no other bitch with her kids. So if she have kids, she will be taking care of them with her family. And that's it. So she don't have no family that's going to sacrifice and help her with those kids. Look like she ain't going to have no damn help. That's how that's going to work. Oh, you know what the nickname, you the nicknames mammy. Like, if you have a black male son, you already know you're going to be taking care of his kids. Like, if you didn't know, I don't know what to tell you. Like, of course you're going to be taking care of his kids. You think he about to take care of his kids? Hell no. Hell no. No. He going to, only way you going to get rid of that problem is if you make his baby mama take care of them kids, and make her family take care of those kids. Like I'm the son's mama, not the daughter's mama. So, cause you know black people they operate like that. Like whoever is the female, whoever's the mother over the kids, usually they family be taking care of those kids. If the daddy's a deadbeat, usually his family don't step in and take care of those kids. That's how it work in the black community. So typically, black women with sons don't end up taking care of their sons' kids. Only if the baby mom left the kids off on the son, then she'll be taking care of those kids. But if the mom refused to take care of those kids and make the baby mama take care of those kids, then she has to take care of kids, and her family's gonna be the ones who have to help her with those kids. That's how it works in the black. I don't know about the white community, but in the black community, that's how things work. So if you have a daughter, you really have to condition her not to be messing with no bums and not to be having sex and not to be trying to have no kids, because if she does, you're going to be responsible. Unless you kick her out of your house and not deal with her and disown her or something. And tell her, I'm not taking care of those kids. I don't want nothing to do with your kids at all. Like, you either take them to foster care or something, or you drop them off at their daddy house, because they not living here. And they not getting no, I ain't about to be coming out my pockets. That's the only way that work. I don't be understanding the mentality of women who take on raising their grandkids. I don't understand that. It's a lot of people doing that right now. It's a lot of grandparents taking care of their grandkids right now and letting their damn kids trick off being parents. And I'm not understanding that. Because if you do that, how are they ever gonna learn how to be a parent if you don't make them parent? I don't get it. So a lot of these young people, they are literally having kids and not having to raise them. So they going around acting like, life is a fucking party, and they got about 3 kids and nowhere to stay, no stable place to stay, and going around tricking off, doing what the fuck they want to do, drinking, smoking, going on little trips and vacations, going to the club, partying, doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You have nigg dogs out here have 2, 3 baby damn mamas. They're working on a 4th. Able to do that shit. Leaving their damn kids off on all the baby mamas and shit. Where they have all this freedom to do whatever the fuck they want to, but make some damn money with they broke ass. I hate niggas. I see so many niggas doing shit like that. Like, they have so much freedom to keep fucking with different women. It's disgusting. And these dumb bitches keep getting got. Like, their dumb ass is so fucking dumb that they keep letting dudes play them like that. They letting dudes impregnate them and then go impregnate another woman and have 2 females pregnant, where he can just bounce to whatever female he wants to whenever he feel like. And these dumb black bitches letting these niggas get away with that shit. This shit pisses me off. And they ain't trying to put the little bitch nigga on. Fuck his money up. Put him on child support. Fuck his money up. And get, I don't know. Put him on child support. Then claim that the motherfucker is abusive or something and get a restraining order. So he can't see the kids, but he have to give you the goddamn money. Anything. I don't give a fuck. That's what the hell I do. Bitch, you not seeing me. You ain't having shit to do. I don't want no contact or nothing, bitch. Just run me that fucking money. And so that other bitch will understand, I'm getting this money too. So he's going to be broke, bitch. Yeah, he's going to be broke. You ain't getting shit, bitch. Yeah. So if you think you about to have a baby daddy all to yourself, when I got his kids, and you think he about to be cutting you some checks, bitch, he gonna be giving you $1, $2. That's what the hell gonna happen to your ass. He's not giving you no money. This nigga is gonna be broke when I finish with his ass. That's me, y'all. If I was in that situation, I'm fucking that nigga money. Bitch, you ain't having shit. You fucking clown. You better not work. Yeah, go ahead and sit your little fucking worthless, useless, nothing ass so I can fuck you up, and so that other bitch will just have a lazy ass, bum ass, jobless ass bitch nigga sitting in her house. That works for me. You're not getting shit is all I give a fuck about. You dumb bitch. Because you should have what? Fucking tried to figure out if he had a baby mama already or what he had going on. No, you're a dumb bitch. You so fucking thirsty and desperate. You wanted to sit here and fuck around with a nigga now. You barely knew who the fuck he was and what he had going on in his life. And now your clown ass is pregnant by this fucking fool. And I have to deal with your crusty ass. So I'm fucking this shit up. Period. Girl, yeah, they be fighting over it. These are dumb bitches. That's why I don't care. Like, these type of black rats, I don't care nothing about them. They get what they deserve. Those bitches are clowns, and I'll never be friends with a bitch in that kind of situation. Not real friends. Like, if she don't have enough brain cells to make sure that bitch ass nigga is jobless and don't have no money to give another bitch, she's a dumb bitch. Any bitch that's cool with that, like any female who wants to be with a bitch nigga who cheated on them and got another woman pregnant and got a whole nother family with somebody else, and you're willfully in that relationship, like you cool with it, or you so damn dumb, you not cool with it, but you dealing with it. Bitch, I'm not your friend. Like, I'll never hang around a bitch like that. Only if she making sense, like, I don't want to be with the nigga dog anymore. I'm about to cancel his ass. We not about to be together. I don't like this motherfucker. Like, she has to be on that type of time or she's not being around me. If she's even trying to act like she care about that nigga or anything, bitch, sorry, we can't be cool. I'm sorry about that. And no, I'm not helping you with shit. So don't even look to me to be shoulder to cry on or extra money. I'm not helping you. Just know that. These Negroes are advocating for a lot of little silly ass stuff. I mean, either black women gonna go along with it or they're not. I don't know what to tell you, because I mean they are advocating. They've been advocating for polygamy. Have they not been advertising that? You know, like I've seen a lot of polygamy conversations. So yeah, they want to be gay. Let me tell you all the things these niggas want to do. They want to be able to be gay and still be with black women. They want to be able to be with other women and still be with black women. They want to be able to pretty much do whatever the fuck they want and be with black women and everything just be okay. That's basically what. Yeah, be poor. They want to be poor with black women too. They want to not have no money and not have shit to offer and still be with black women. I mean, these are all the things they want. They advocate for being, in these situations with a black woman. And, any black woman who buys into that is a dumb bitch. Like, I don't know what y'all want. Clearly, she's retarded and she shouldn't be dealt with. Like, you shouldn't want to be her friend. You shouldn't want to be her in the vicinity of your presence. Because the only thing she's going to do is whine about catching AIDS or some kind of sexually transmitted disease. She's going to be whining and itching, and her coochie probably going to be stinking, and you probably going to be able to smell it while you sit next to her because she's nasty. And then her breath is probably going to stink as well. And then she's going to be really just being fidgety and itchy. And she's going to be always constantly talking about that Negro and the shit that he's doing. Because I hope you don't think that she going to be cool. Of course not. She not going to be cool. She going to be out of her bat shit out of her mind, complaining all the time and then begging for money and help. That's what she's going to be doing. Why would you want to put up with that as a black woman? I'm not being friends with no destitute bitch. That's not happening. You can't. You're not going to bring your filth in my life. My life is free of that shit. I don't have no baby daddy drama. My baby daddy is a fucking idiot, but he might be an idiot, but I don't have that type of drama though. Like, I don't play about my fucking, like, I'm not a bitch to play with. That's all I can tell you. Period. And I know for a fact I'm not having any more fucking kids. Like, my damn baby daddy, he keep talking about having another child. Now he's completely out of his fucking mind. He's a psychopath. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with these males. Well, I do know what's wrong with these males, but I don't care nothing about none of that shit. I know they trying to have kids and they trying to baby trap women right now. Who the fuck that's about to run on? Because it's definitely ain't about to run on me. He think he rare shit, but he don't. He just insane. These niggas is insane. They insane. Like, they fucking crazy. I don't know what to tell y'all. Completely insane. I mean, even all look at what they're doing online. Like, look at these Negroes. Look at these Negroes online stalking that Ashley Janae girl. Do y'all see this craziness with these Negroes? They're insane. The way they trying to use that girl's death, they try to use her death to try to manipulate and con black women to being in relationships with Negroes just because some white man killed some random black woman. That's supposed to make black women run to blackmails for what? Fool, you don't have shit. Like, what are you talking junk about this situation with this Ashley chick? It's supposed to do what for you? Is what I'm confused about. Do you think that situation making y'all look good or something? It's making you look worse, fool. Why was she with that white man in the first place? If she was a sex worker or whatever, okay, why was she doing that? She couldn't find nothing else to do. She couldn't find no other way to make money and be successful in life and have a good life, but to be some white man's concubine. Ooh, what does that shit remind me of? Yeah, you stupid motherfuckers. Y'all dumbasses think that situation is making y'all look good. They so retarded for thinking. They just is. This not. They're narcissists. I told y'all they're narcissistic sociopaths. That explains all of their behavior patterns. Them stalking this Ashley chick is a part of their narcissism. They're making her death about them. You know, a male group is abusive as hell and psychotic when they make someone's random death a big thing about them. When that girl is dead, if she is dead, because I don't know, this story could be fake. I don't know. But if it is real, they literally are making a mockery out of that woman's death And she has nothing to do with these males at all. Nothing. She has nothing to do with Negroes at all. And they was literally stalking her before she died. They was harassing her on her page, stalking her on her page before she died. So this is how desperate these dudes are out here. This is what they willing to do. These savage ass beasts are willing to attack a dead woman for self glory. Wow. And not a dead woman, a dead black woman, of course. They would never do this with no other group. Just insane. All this has done is demonstrated their obsession, their narcissism, their psychosis. It's all it's demonstrating is that they're mentally insane and that you shouldn't want to date them because they're mentally ill at large. None of them are rational. None of them are logical. None of them are sympathetic, empathetic. They lack any ability to sympathize, empathize, rationalize. Nothing. They don't have no kind of functioning mental skills at all. A complete psychopath. Y'all, I mean, yeah, like, you just disgusting for wanting anything to do with them, like, at this point in time. If you're a single woman and you don't have any kids and you are literally free at this point in your life and you really want to be trapped with one of these beasts, you're insane. You're they jealous of black women. I told y'all they are jealous. What did I? Sorry, they're jealous of adult women. Period. Anyone who's able to function as an adult, they're jealous of, whether it's male or female. That's why they're jealous of white men. That's why they're always stalking white men and talking about white men. Because white men, because of all of their handouts, they're able to be adult functioning males because of white supremacy. And they're jealous of white supremacy. They're jealous of white males' access to wealth and power and resources. So they stay stalking white men and they stay stalking black women. Jealous of both black women and white men. And in their sick mind, they don't consider white women functional adults. They see white women as children in their minds, and don't ask me why. I can't make sense out of it. White women are way more powerful than they are. So white women are functional adults too. So they should be jealous of white women too because they're functional adults. They know how to pay their own bills and get their own living homes and they know how to live independently. So I would feel like or would think that they would be jealous of white women too. But they don't act jealous of white women for some weird reason. They only obsessed with black women, like fucking with us. They have more smoke for us than they do for white women. Yeah, they're jealous of white males. Black males are very powerless and weird and weak. So, I mean, they are very bizarre acting people. Period. They haters. And that's all they know how to do is hate. Because they don't know how to be a functional adult for whatever weird reason. They just can't go out there and be grown. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what the phenomenon is. I don't know why they can't function as adults. I don't know why they brain development can't mature past a certain age. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're delayed. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a mental defect I don't know if a lot of them suffer from autism or some kind of a disability where they are delayed, because that's what it seemed like. They seem like a lot of them have a delayment that can't be helped. And the narcissistic sociopaths. Those are two things that I notice about black males, is that they're narcissistic sociopaths and they have a mental delayment of some sort. They're severely disabled as an entire race. They're mentally disabled as an entire race. So either the government is doing something to cause this shit, or it's something genetically, biologically wrong with them. And I don't know, but I ain't trying to figure it out because I don't give a fuck. All I know is that it's real and it needs to be addressed by women not dealing with them anymore. They're a lost cause. Whatever disability they have, it can't be fixed. It's not curable. It can't be cured. So what y'all have to make a decision, because they can't be helped. None of these males can be fucking helped. None of them can be helped. They all delayed because they all looking for a mammy. Like I said, with white men, it's just that they benefit from white privilege. That's the only reason why they act more, self sufficient, because the system allows for them to be self sufficient. They get handouts, they get help, they get a lot of resources, a lot of help, a lot of care. That's what. That's the only thing that makes them any different than a Negro. If the white man was deprived any kind of resources and help, he'll be on the street clapping ass just like a nigga out. It would be the same situation. So those are facts. Yeah, they are self-righteous and they do think they're better than, they don't even, let me tell you something, Negro don't think he better than nobody. That's narcissism. Narcissists are delusional. It's a mental illness. They're delusional. They're not better than anybody. They just delusional about they self, they not, they very self delusional, whatever the word for that will be. They're not self-conscious. Like, they don't understand reality. They just believe delusions in their mind about themselves. And that's what Negroes have. It's not that they think that they're better. I believe they know they're not better. They know that they don't have shit. I mean, there's no way for them not to know it. You know how Negroes know they're not better than, a lot of Negroes present and act like they're dirty. Like them not wanting to, them not caring about their hygiene and stuff like that is indication that they don't feel good about themselves. It's the Negroes who are cleaned up, who look clean cut. Those are the ones who would think highly of themselves. If a Negro is clean, more than likely he a major narcissist, meaning that he one of them dudes that think he really above everybody. Because them cleaning themselves up means a lot. It does. Those are the type of dudes who are the worst type of Negroes. The worst type of Negroes to deal with is the clean ones. The really attractive ones, the real clean, girl, you don't want to deal with that shit. Mm-mm. That's surefire way to get your ass played. Because I'm pretty sure he'll be the one that really fucks your life up. That's all I'm going to tell you. And he's going to think he run shit and he run you. And then he going to manipulate you into thinking he the best shit you could get. So you going to have to be content with any shit he does. Those are narcissists. Those dudes are the worst type of dudes to deal with. I don't fuck with none of them because I know so much about them. I'm I know about them, so I already know I don't like no Negro. There's no type that's my type. I don't like none of them, and they're not very bright, so they're not very different from each other. So you're not gonna find no Negro that's different. They have like a spectrum, and they on one end or the other end. That's just how it works. They all have the same type of personalities, and they all like anytime a Negro is beefing with another Negro, it's usually over the same shit. Every time Negroes have problems, beefs, issues with other people is for the same reason. It's never different. It's never they never had their own individual issues. It's always very consistent. Like their issues with women is very consistent. Their issues with each other is very consistent. Their issues with kids are very consistent. Their issues with white men are very consistent. They really don't have no different personalities. There's nothing different about them. They all have the same. It's like one Negro is all Negroes. Once you met one, you met them all, pretty much. That's how it is with me. I already know what I'm dealing with in the first 5 seconds of being around any Negro. I already clock him just like that. It's very easy for my end. I know I just don't like them. I don't like them. I don't want to deal with them on any kind of level, and I really never did like their ass. I knew I didn't like Negroes when I was like a kid. My first boyfriend was white. And when I was a kid, I didn't like them. I never got along with them. I didn't like them. I knew I didn't like them then. I hated Negroes all through school. I hated them motherfuckers. They made my life a living hell in elementary school. That's why I didn't like them. They were aggressive. They were bullies. They was always talking junk, beating somebody up, picking on somebody. They were just demonic. And I always seen them that way. I never really seen them any other way because they always aggressive little rats the whole time. I mean, there was no different ones. You had some little black boys who who I saw in school who were quiet. They were the best ones to deal with, were the quiet ones, but they still grew up to be pieces of shit. So even though they were quiet, it didn't matter. That's not really an indication that they're going to grow up and be a nice, respectable person just because they're quiet. I used to think that, but then I realized that's not true. They might be quiet, but they still some little pieces of shit, regardless. And those are the facts. I always knew what I knew. And I remember when I used to say stuff like I hate dudes. I don't like them. You know, my cousin used to ask me, was I a lesbian? That was when I was like, I think I was like 14 or 15 when I used to say shit like that. And I didn't feel that way. Like I wasn't a lesbian. I didn't feel like I was lesbian. I just felt like I just didn't like dudes, especially black ones. First, it was a racial thing. I was like, I don't like black dudes. So I was just hanging with, I like white dudes. I thought it was just that. Like, I just have a preference for white dudes. But dealing with white dudes, I quickly realized that I don't like them either. Yes, they're better to deal with. Of course they are. You can always weigh out your, what I'm saying, who's worse or who's better and who's worse or whatever. But it don't mean that the other is any real better. I mean, any real difference. It's just that one is the lesser evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I realized. You know what I'm saying? growing up. I don't even like white dudes. I really can't stand them. Like, when you're a teenager, people act different when you're a teen. When you're a kid, kid shit is different. When you grow up, you start seeing their attitude about certain shit, and then you don't like them because you like, oh, you a racist ass motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you grow up, you know how white people are. There can never be no attraction at that damn point. You have to be in a damn young mindset and be completely oblivious and ignorant to find white males attractive after the age of 25. Period. Because it's like, before that age, you don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? You just think like a damn kid. But then when you grow up, it's like, you dumb as hell forever finding their asses. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, they might be cute when you were a teenager, like physically attractive, like cute. But, you know, you start thinking about other things when you become an adult. Like, I'm not fucking around with your white supremacist ass. I don't know any black woman past the age of 25 who still find white dudes attractive. A lot of black women don't find white dudes ever attractive. Most of them are smart enough to never find them white males attractive at all. But once they get to a certain, if they did find them attractive, once they become an adult and mature, then they don't find them attractive anymore. They know that was a childhood fantasy. Shit ain't real. It's mental programming. Like you watching those movies where they're always romantic and sexy and funny and charismatic, and those romantic comedies and shit. That's what it was. I grew up on that shit. Like, the first time I think I've ever been aroused, I ever knew I was aroused, is when I was watching Titanic as a kid. Like, seriously, that was my first time where I was like, I want to have sex with Leonardo DiCaprio. I really was like, I didn't know where those feelings was coming from. You understand? Like, that was my first experience with that. I promise you. And then, you grow out of shit like that. Like, that's just, it's programming. It's not real. It's just, they program you with that shit. You ain't never seen no black Titanic before. You ain't never seen no black dude play a character like that. So, of course, the white boy gonna look really cute and sexy and stuff. Cause look at his character. The fuck? Do you know how much they brainwashed with us with that crap as kids in the 90s? Every movie was like that. Mental programming. That's why I talk about that on my social media page. Okay? But as an adult, do I find that shit sexy anymore? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Right. I mean, it's all programming to us black women. They try to fuck with our heads. I mean, I really think it's targeted to us. I mean, it's probably, of course, it's targeted to white women, but reason why I say it's targeted to black women is because you don't never see black males in those roles. Why they only exclusively let white guys be in those roles? Think about it. Is that not targeted to, why you can't let us have a Titanic or have a movie where we're, it's a black dude to care about us like that? You know what I'm saying? Why you won't cast a black dude like that? Yeah, get the fuck out of here. That's how, when you grown, you start realizing that kind of stuff, and then you realize that it's mental programming. You know what I'm saying? You don't understand that until you become an adult. You think that all that shit you saying on TV is real. You think white dudes really act like that. Them fuckers do not act like that. Like, we really believe in that because we kids. We don't know no better. We think all white dudes are so romantic and sweet and nice. We programmed to believe that they the biggest murderers and serial killers in the damn country. Like, what are we talking about? They the main damn serial killers and murdering up women and shit. Like, all of the mass murderers, serial killers have been white dudes. So, I mean, yes, black male serial killers too. I don't seen a lot, seen them too. But I'm just saying, they the number one. They kill way more people because they more unexpected. So people, they able to kill better, easier. You know what I'm saying? They can kill whoever they want and get away with it. And we sitting over here thinking they romantic and sweet over some fucking movies. I ain't falling for that bullshit no more. Who the fuck falling for that? Past the age of 30. Like, do you ever see white dudes who are really nice in your adult years, black women? Think about it. Not anymore, do you? Yeah, when you see them now, they look at you crazy, don't they? Yeah, exactly. They know what the fuck is up. And that's what they're doing online. They're trying to use social media to brainwash, keep us in that brainwashing, state of mind where we try to live vicariously through a white woman. Like, we trying to be Rose on Titanic. Like, we still on that shit where we glorifying those relationships and that ideology about relationships and, fuck out of here. Really, Titanic was really just a movie conditioning rich white women to date poor white men anyway. That's how I look at it now. Because I think that's what the point was. They have a lot of movies like that, that they put out where it's a wealthy woman and she dates a poor man. And they romanticize dating poor men. Just like another one, a movie that I like called Overboard with Goldie Hawn. Yeah, that's another one. It's several of them, actually. The Notebook. I just watched that, yesterday? I like the Notebook. I watch these movies all the time. They just don't affect me, but I still like watching them. Even though I'm a little disgusted now as an adult, I'm kind of repulsed watching those movies now because I know what they're about. Because I understand white supremacy and patriarchy, and I understand politics now. Shit ain't so cute like it used to be. So I don't see those movies the same way that I used to see them. But anyway, yeah, the jig is up. Like, once you become older, these males can't really brainwash you anymore. The whole thing is you just have to grow up. You have to grow up and mature and realize that it's all a game and a scam. And if you learn and understand that earlier, you can save yourself a lot of grief in life. Because the way I'm starting to see things now is I don't really give a fuck about this whole existence. Like, when I think about it, I have to come to terms with reality and what these males are on this earth and my fate as a black woman on this earth. I'm starting to come to terms with that shit and realize I don't give a fuck about this whole existence, really. So I'm pretty much going to do whatever the fuck I feel like it and not care. Like, I'm just going to do whatever the fuck I want to, whatever I feel like doing and not care. Because, bitch, who cares? These fuckers don't care. They ruining the earth. This shit is a scam. This shit is fake. Everything we learned as kids is fake. It's not real. The real world is what we're living in right now. Because now that I'm a full functioning adult, I know I see things for what it is more clearly. And I'm just coming to terms with that shit. The old world is not real. And it never was real. This shit here is real. Now, fuck life. Fuck the whole thing. I don't care nothing about it. I ain't trying to win no award or no game. Bitch, I just know I'm not having no more kids and I'm not fucking with these males. And it ain't nothing these bitches can do about it. And I don't care. I don't give a fuck what they do. I don't care about money. I don't care about none of this shit. Like, I just want off the fucking merry-go-round at this point. I don't really care about it. And the fact that these males are trying to condition you to believe that your whole life's worth is taking care of their roach asses, I wouldn't fall for that shit if I were you. Okay? Period. Don't let your life revolve around that shit. Because they're living their best life off of that idea in your head. They fulfilling their life's worth with that planted in your head. You're not living your life's worth. They are. And then you're disposable after they just demolish your ass. That's what's really happening on planet Earth. They're literally parasites. This is a real fact. These males are literal parasites. Whatever you achieve, whatever you have, they won't even let you have that shit unless they benefit from it. And as a black woman, you're almost guaranteed to never be fulfilled and to never live out a decent life. Because these males are not going to let you do that. Their whole purpose is to terrorize you on earth. That's what they live and breathe for. Their whole existence is predicated on stalking you to death. You could never live a fulfilling life and live your life as it was meant to be because these males are not allowing you to do that. They're parasites. And that's what we're living with. This is our reality. And there's not much we can do about it. The only way you can only way you can deal with the situation is by not having no kids. I'll say that that's a way to eliminate most of the stresses that you will experience as a woman in your lifetime will be from having kids. That's the number one way these males trap you in hell, is by impregnating you. That's how they have control. That's how they have power, is by terrorizing your children and you can't do anything about it. That's how they terrorize you to death. That's what's going to take a lot of years off of your lifespan, is having kids. If you don't have kids, you will live longer and happier and freer. Because they don't care about those kids. See, I'm coming to terms with that. Children are not the devil. Children are not bad. It's not the children. It's the males. It's not the kids. Children would be a wonderful thing to it, having children would be a wonderful thing to experience, being a mother and raising children, if not for these males. So it's not the children, it's the males that's making it a bad experience. So when you don't want any kids, it's not a jab on the kids. It's these males that's the fucking problem. Being a mother is beautiful. Children are wonderful. They're beautiful. They're the best gift of life. However, these males are the reason why the fuck you can't experience that as you should be able to. That's how I look at it. That's why I don't want any more kids. That's why I'm against women having kids. No, not women, black women having kids. You're living under white terrorism, you living under white supremacy. You're double marginalized by race and gender. Your male group is volatile and mentally defective and fucked up and poor. There's no reason for you to be having kids. Completely illogical. And I don't give a fuck what these males say or none of it, because they orchestrate this whole shit. So it don't matter what they say. They can try to convince you that it's God's will or whatever, trying to coerce you into having kids. You the fuck don't have to. So don't. No, these males will say anything to practice patriarchy against you or hatred. Fuck it. I don't even want to say patriarchy. These males will say anything to practice terrorism against you as a woman. That's their whole goal and objective in life, is oppressing women. You understand? That's all they give a fuck about. That's all they ever cared about. This is historical. They live to oppress you and terrorize your ass. So they're going to say whatever it takes to continue doing that. You understand? They're going to try to convince you to have children, because how can they terrorize the fucking earth if there's no people here? You understand? So they're going to keep trying to keep you on the hamster wheel so they can continue their demonic actions. That's all it is. They don't care about no damn kids. They're not going to raise them. They're destroying the earth. They're destroying humanity. And they don't give a fuck. So when they're trying to convince you to have kids, you know it's for demonic reasons. Period. And you can understand that and just say, hell fucking no. Period. That's how I look at it. That's all it is. Because if we want to talk about hypocrites, which is what, this whole conversation about this MJ Gray girl, all of these people on social media are hypocrites. Everyone is trying to convince you to have kids. Don't have kids. Think about it. Most of the women who are conditioning are trying to convince other women for having kids, they don't even have any kids. Why are they trying to convince women to do stuff that they don't even want to do? They're trying to convince women to be in relationships, but they're not in a relationship. Do you see their husbands? Do you see their boyfriends? They have a lot of time on their hands to be on social media making all these videos, but we're supposed to believe that they have a man and they have kids. But there's no proof and evidence. All of these people are fake. They know the people who telling you to do something, trying to convince you of doing destructive shit for your life, they're not doing it themselves because they know better. They're not going to do the things they're trying to convince you to do. They're trying to fuck you up. And it's up to y'all to understand that. All of the people trying to convince you to have kids are not black, and then they don't have any kids as a black woman. And if they were a black woman, they wouldn't ever even consider having any kids because they know what the fuck you're dealing with. But they're trying to convince you to do some shit that they wouldn't do. So yeah, I don't fall for that shit. I don't listen to none of these fucking rejects. I don't care nothing about what they're talking about, and I don't give a fuck. And with this white woman, I know all white women benefit from white privilege, so I wouldn't even be listening to them talk about dating and relationships at all. For what? What information can I get from a white woman about dating and relationships? Nothing that she possibly can say applies to me as a black female. So there's no reason for me to even listen to her. Period. What is there to what information do I need from a white woman? All she's going to do is try to convince you to have children and to want to be her. Even if, as a white woman, she's speaking feminism talking points, she's not really the target of sexism and misogyny and white supremacy. So she might be a target, but a target because she's a white woman, and but not really, because she benefits from white privilege. Her white privilege trumps her being affected by patriarchy. Her white privilege trumps that, because she's still gonna benefit from white privilege even if she's a target of sexism. That's the thing. Black women, when you're a target, you are a real target. You're not benefiting from nothing because you're marginalized by race and gender. So you don't have anything to benefit from dealing with a male or any of this whole system, really. And you being oppressed as a black woman benefits white women. That's the whole reason why white women exist. They exist to marginalize black women. They whole point is being better than you, having more than you, getting a better man than you, having a better life than you. That's their whole point. That's all they do is practice white privilege and throw it in your face. They can't throw it in nobody else's face. Nobody else gives a fuck. So the only way to deal with that is to stop looking, giving her energy. Number one, number two, don't want her lifestyle. Don't desire to have her lifestyle. Don't care about these males. Don't fall for none of that shit. She benefiting from these males because of her white privilege. That's why she benefits from being with a male. You don't have white privilege, so you'll never benefit from being with a male. That's how that works. Yeah, white women would be jealous because you have better skin and you look better than her, but she don't care because she benefits from white privilege. So even though she know you physically look more attractive than her and you age better than her, that still doesn't matter because she still benefits from white privilege and you don't. So that's why I was saying that don't matter. Like, who cares about white women being jealous? Like, you have bigger issues going on than that. I mean, white women can affect your job and they can affect your housing and they can affect a lot of things, but they gonna fuck with you regardless. So it really ain't really nothing you can do to deal with white women except for not having kids. Like, that'll be the only way to deal with knowing that white women have the power that they have and that they're jealous of you and that they will try to sabotage you. They will try to affect your employment and your livelihood. Knowing that you're dealing with a terroristic ass bitch on that kind of level is another reason why you shouldn't be having no kids, because they can fuck with your kids too. If you are affected financially and you have kids, they will be affected financially. Whatever she does to you, if you have kids, it will affect your kids too. Because if you don't have no kids, that can eliminate a lot of interactions that you even have with white women, period. You will have to deal with them very little if you don't have any kids. Y'all need to think about that. Like, when you have kids, you're gonna put yourself in a position where you have to deal with a lot of people and situations that you do not have to deal with. Like dealing with the school system, dealing with housing, dealing with money, the bank, dealing with a lot of stuff. Your doctor, all of that stuff. Just like this black woman just said in my comment section, she was saying that black women were complaining about white women ignoring them while they're in the hospital in labor pain. That's the type of shit. See, if you never got pregnant, you wouldn't have had to deal with this white bitch ignoring you while you're going through labor. You see what I'm saying? White terrorism is eliminated when you don't have no kids. They'll still terrorize you, but it'll be less because you don't have any kids. It's better that they terrorize you instead of terrorizing your kids anyway. I'd rather them terrorize me than to terrorize my kids. And since there's such a horrible power dynamic between you and white women and white people in general, and you know that these people are fucking terrorists because they are, you shouldn't be having no kids in a situation like that. It's dangerous as hell. You know how many black women are getting taken out because of that? A lot. That whole DV thing with black males killing you at the rate that they are, the government has a lot to do with that. These white males have a lot to do with that because they can't get mental health care. They can't get access to jobs and employment. But yeah, I'm sorry about that. They can't get access to a lot of stuff because of the system, because of the way the system treats Negroes. So they put black women in this position of being, trying to have a white lifestyle. We'll have a lifestyle like a white person, and they get in these relationships with these black males, trying to play out a white dynamic with the black male, and then she end up having all these problems. with the Negro because of money, because of all of this stuff that is happening because of white supremacy. And then she end up getting murdered because that Negro is dysfunctional. They make Negroes rely on us black women for survival. These Negroes don't have, they're retarded. I mean, they're incompetent. They don't know how to build things. They don't know how to have their own. And then white people add to the shit by not giving no incentives for them. So that's contributing to those DV rates, the femicide rates. So they're helping these males to kill you. Pretty much, you're under complete terrorism. The government knows about the femicide rates and they don't give a fuck. But these are facts. But yeah, y'all, like, I don't know what to tell you. And then y'all sitting here listening to some white women. You don't think white women understand white supremacy? You really don't think they get it? Yeah, they get it. And when you look real stupid looking at their content and thinking that it applies to you. And then you goofy enough to be making videos about their content when it never was about you. It never was about you. It wasn't never targeted to you. Sorry, y'all. I'm reading the comment. There was a dark skinned girl complaining about color rings as a black female, and there were white men on there calling her a victim. Yeah, that's these white males' favorite little word that they want to use. I mean, nobody has to even be talking to these little peckerwoods, and they want to come in black female spaces talking shit. Bitch, why are you even talking to me? Like, these white males look dumb as fuck saying shit to me. I don't even. I think that black women should not respond to white males. Like, just block them every time they talk to you, so you can get the message clear. Bitch, why are you talking to me? Am I making videos to talk to you? Am I saying anything to you? Can your stalker psychotic ass leave me the hell alone? Because I don't have shit to do with you and your community. So leave me the fuck alone, weirdo. Like, why are you talking to me? Because I swear they think we cousins or some shit. Like, they think we related. They think we are part of their community or something. Bitch, we're not a part of your community. We're captive here. Leave us the hell alone. So, to get that message across, just ignore them. Start blocking them and just block, 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 delete, delete, delete. I mean, that's all you can do. But yeah, yeah, just I mean, or just ignore that. If you ignore them, even if it's on Facebook and you can't block and delete, just ignore them. Don't respond to any of their fucking comments. Anytime a white man's running his fucking mouth in a black female space, don't say anything, don't respond, don't react, don't say nothing. So he can look stupid talking to his damn self. Like, they need to get banned from our spaces. Like, we need to start ostracizing them out of our space So it can be real clear that we don't fucking like them and we want nothing to do with them. We don't want to talk to you. We don't want to engage you in a conversation. We not friends. I'm not your friend. I'm not your homie. I'm not none of that shit. Leave me the fuck alone. Stop speaking to me. Stop coming in my space. Like, Becky, come get your mans. Like, the fuck is wrong with, what's wrong with you people? You don't understand what people don't want to talk to you? You don't get it? Because you sure ain't gonna act the fool in real life. You need to act on the internet like you do in real life, because you ain't gonna say shit to me in real life. If, especially, I mean, and even if you do, even in that scenario, don't say shit back. You can ignore them in real life. Don't respond. Hell yeah. Well, white people, like, you never talk to white people about racism. Don't even waste your damn time. That's just to exhaust you and make you look stupid, because they know about racism. They just go pretend like they don't understand. And they want you to explain because they want your energy. They want to know that you care about them. They want to know that they have control over you. Where you trying to convince them of something, or you need their approval about something. They like feeling like they have power over you like that. So when you talk to them about racism, you just giving them power. That's all you doing. I don't never talk to them about shit. Matter of fact, I don't talk to them about nothing. Like, it ain't shit to talk about, really. If they're respectful, I'm respectful back. I'm cordial and respectful to whoever's cordial and respectful to me. But that don't mean nothing deeper than that. Like, I'm not going to be around you. I'm not going to have any relations with you outside of just a few conversations that you initiated. Because I damn sure ain't initiate no damn conversation with your ass. Like I said, ignore white people. Like, don't talk to them. When they start talking that crazy shit, don't talk to them. That's why you don't have that conversation with them in the first place. Because all they're going to do is deny everything and try to make you look like you crazy. So why are you talking to them? You don't have to prove nothing to white people. You ain't got to make them understand nothing. They already know what the fuck you know. They just pretending like they don't know it to make you look stupid. So you don't talk to them about shit. At the end of the day, they're going to do what the fuck they want to do. If they want to terrorize you, they're going to do it. If they want to fire you, if they want to fuck with you, if they want to disrespect you, if they want to do whatever they want to do, they have the power to do it. Talking to them ain't going to fix nothing. So you don't have no reason to conversate with them, because it's not going to benefit you to do it. So you might as well not do it. You just giving them energy and power when you engage with them in conversations. That's why I can't stand when so-called educated black people have conferences with them and all of this goofy ass trying to educate them and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. You have these black people, oh, this is because of this, and this is why this happens, and this is why black people blah blah blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. White people know fully well what the hell they doing, and they really think you're full of shit for suggesting that anything that's happening is not your fault, because that's how they think. You're the reason why you're poor. You're the reason why you can't find a job. You're the reason why you can't find housing. You're the reason why you're on government assistance. You're the reason why you're dealing with racism. You're the reason why you got fired. You're the reason why you have all these fucking problems. Like, they know what they're doing. Their whole goal is to make you think that they're not doing it. Of course, if you run in a system like this, you have to convince your victims that they're not victims. Duh, that's the first order of the business. That fucks up the whole illusion if you know that you are being victimized. But if you think you're not being victimized, then it can victimize you even more because you're unconscious of it. As black women, you're being victimized. The nigga, technically, he's being victimized because these niggas was groomed into this system. They're not, and they're slow. Like the nigga is delayed, so they don't know how to respond to this shit. And even if they did know how to respond to it, they probably wouldn't because they would have to shed blood and die to get out of it. And they're not willing to do that. So the only thing you as a black woman can do is not have their kids. That's how you fuck the whole system up. Because they're not going to do shit. You're not never going to lean on them to get you out of this situation, get you out of this terrorism. You know, you can't get them to get you out. So you need to not breed nothing in it. That's the only way out. Because the nigga will procreate under the system. They don't care. They don't see it as bad as it is. They don't see it as terrorism because they able to get what? Sex, shelter, and food. Like I said, as long as the Negro can get shelter, sex, and food, he don't see anything as being a problem. I told y'all that. So he's living his best life as long as he can get sex, food, and shelter. He living his best life. He like, what the hell is so bad about it? I don't understand what's so terrible about life or white people or any people. He don't see nothing wrong as long as he getting some ass and he got food and he can live where, under a fucking bridge. I told y'all. They don't have no standards of living. Like, y'all have to think about it. The Negro loves being a sexual object to white people. The Negro likes being a sexual object, period. Why would he ever be offended by that? Why would he ever think that's terrorism, to be fetishized? Do y'all realize that's his biggest dream, is to be fetishized? Like, y'all need to think about that. Like, are they offended? These niggas will fuck anything. They the most hypersexual beast on the earth. They're beasts. They're animals. They so fucking human. They'll have sex with literally anything and anyone. Why would they ever be offended by being fetishized? We black women want autonomy. We want humanity. We desire to be treated as human and be respected as human beings. We care about being fetishized because we want respect and integrity. The Negro do not want that. I mean, he don't care. He's being fetishized. That's sexual in nature. So therefore, he loves it. He will drag his whole community in a sexually fucking rapist culture just so he can get his rocks off. Do you understand? He don't care about protecting his children and his women. That's not something he care about. So because he enjoys being fetishized by white people, he's willing to drag black women and children into his sexual fantasies. He don't give a damn. Y'all need to understand, these Negroes do not operate like that at all. It's the truth. Nigga, that's why we was on that plantation getting raped on that level. The Negro didn't care. They tried to act like the Negro was, ashamed and embarrassed and humiliated as a man. That's not what they were feeling at all. These are lies. Them niggas didn't give a fuck because they was able to reproduce. Do y'all understand that's all men care about? Do y'all not understand that? Men just want to have sex. They don't really think about shit else. So if they on a plantation where they getting a whole bunch of ass, you really think they give a hot damn about getting off of that bitch? Of course not. Why would they care? Think about it. They got food, sex, and shelter. All a nigga need. That's why Negroes don't care about going to jail. Food, shelter, sex, and shelter. That's why they don't care about that shit. They commit crime like they don't give a damn because they don't. Food, sex, and shelter. Right. It took black women to get together to not want to be raped, to come together and try to get slavery abolished. That was black women wanting autonomy. Like we keep wanting every century, we want autonomy. And they keep trying to refuse us autonomy of our own damn body. Okay? So that's our fight, not the Negro. He don't give a fuck. Why would he want you to have autonomy? Like, come on, black women. He wants to be able to baby trap you and make you his slave, labor slave. Why in the hell would he want you to have autonomy? He never gonna push that fight for your ass. The fuck? You think he wants you to have autonomy? You think he wants you to be able to say no? Why would he want you to be able to say no? That motherfucker, that stalker, that want to kill you every 5 hours because you don't want to fuck with him, he wants you to be able to say no? Come on. But anyway, it's up for black women to realize, like, I mean, I don't know when y'all gonna understand reality. I don't know when that's gonna click in. I understand. So I'm good over here. Right, that Sambo character. Oh my god, y'all don't understand the Sambo character. That's how niggas really think. That's not just a character. That's a mentality that most Negroes have. They willing to die for their slave masters. Yes, Negroes are they not dying for their slave masters? Are they not dying to be on the plantation? Is this not happening? Who they fighting? The fuck? They fighting you. They trying to combat your autonomy. They trying to stop you from having autonomy. That's who they want to. They got. That's who they have smoke for. They don't have smoke for the white man. They don't give a fuck about him. They care about your black ass. You who he got a problem with. That Negro will gladly go back to the plantation as long as you have to have sex with him and you don't have no choice. Y'all better get with it. Don't get left. And then they want you to buy into this patriarchal bullshit. That's why they keep trying to brainwash you with this whole Becky obsession. Like that's the whole point. They want you to buy into patriarch. Oh, I want to find a man who's going to take care of me and give me lavish things and make my life easier and better. Like they want you to buy into that nonsense so you can get baby trapped and look like a fool. Don't you get it? White women are bait and you're the fish. That shit don't work with me. I don't give a fuck about no white woman's life. I don't care about none of that goofy ass shit. Because I know that don't apply to black women, period. So I don't care nothing about it. Yeah, go have fun with your mans, bitch. I don't care. Yeah, the black man is just trying to oppress you black women. All this nigga dog care about is oppressing your ass and sexually controlling you. That's what they using Ashley Janae for. You see how they stalking her all over the fucking internet? What are they doing that for? You don't see their ulterior motive? They want to oppress you. They want to stop you from having autonomy. They want to stop you from having control over your reproduction. Okay? They want access to your body and your labor. They want you to live through you, and they want you to take care of their ass and breed with them so they can continue their existence through your fucking womb. That's all the Negro cares about. They will baby trap you. They will lie. They will steal. They will kill. They do not care. Period. It's just is what it is. Like I said, I'm coming to terms with my reality. I'm just accepting this shit for what it is. Just being realistic. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I hope y'all enjoyed this live, and I will talk to y'all later.